Attribution of professional personality. A vibrant personality, besides having outward attractiveness, has an even more important quality, which is called inner charm or charisma. It is referred to as personal magnetism. Inner charm or personal magnetism is readily recognizable and is far more important than physical beauty. You can develop inner charm, but it takes constant study and self discipline. It is a talent that hones through training and techniques. The six characteristics of personality are as follows. Number one, self confidence. Number two, courteousness. Number three, friendliness. Number four, kindness. Number five, interest in other people. Number six, vitality. In order to develop an attractive and stimulating personality, we need to evaluate and examine ourselves, paying special attention to the following factors. Number one, appearance. Number two, knowledge. Number three, intelligence. Number four, smartness. Number five, trustworthiness. Number six, integrity. Number seven, responsibility. Number eight, management skill. Number nine, efficiency. Number 10, economic independence. Number 11, morality or character. Number 12, strengths or weaknesses. Let's talk about negative personality traits. Negative traits of personality include A. Lack of hygiene. B. Rude and insensitive behavior. C. Non-beneficial communication. D. Irresponsible behavior. E. Lack of integrity. F. Poor performance. G. Financial indiscipline. H. Mismanagement. I. Negative emotions. Now let's discuss about developing a pleasing and influenceable personality. There are four aspects to developing a pleasing and influenceable personality. Number one, physical. Number two aspect, social. Number three, psychological. And number four aspect is philosophical. Physical personality comprises a pleasing personality supported by health, strength, withstanding capacity. The main factors of social personality are social values, communication skills, attitude, and economic independence. Psychological personality is in tune with personal values, approach, thinking, pattern, and emotional control. It is influenced by knowledge, intelligence, and smartness. Philosophical personality is built on the basis of the maturity of values. Now, the topic is developing a positive attitude. Developing a positive attitude is a task that can be developed by A. Making others feel accepted. This avoids hostility and ensures loyalty. B. Making others feel approved. This boosts their confidence. C. Admiring others. D. Appreciating others' abilities and actions. E. Making others feel important. F. Agreeing to others' viewpoints wherever possible and not arguing unnecessarily. Z. Being attentive when others speak. H. Making others feel needed or wanted. I. Being there to help others whenever required. Criticize positively. Criticism should be aimed at the negative behavior of a person and not the person himself. It should be aimed at the action and not the performer of the action. The criticism should be corrective and constructive, based on facts and not on conclusions. Criticism should be a private affair, whereas appreciation should be given in public. While criticizing, ensure that the credibility of the person is not questioned, only discuss the errors. The trick is to believe that we can do everything, though not all at once. We can do everything as long as we think it is important for us to do it. We can do everything but we may not be the best at everything. We can do everything, but with limitations. We can do everything, but we may need help. We should remember that a positive thought is the seed of a positive result. If we do not like something, instead of complaining about it, we should change it. But if we cannot change it, we should change our attitude instead of complaining. A change of attitude is in fact the most significant change in a person's life. Right attitude lead to right action. It will help to always believe that if we want to be happy, nothing or nobody can stop us except God. Here are few memorable quotes related to a positive attitude. Number 1. Whether a glass is half full or half empty depends on the attitude of the person looking at it. There is a better way for everything. Find it. Number 3. A positive attitude is not a destination, it is a way of life. Number 4. The difference between a successful person and others is not a lack of knowledge, but rather a lack of will. Next, the positive thinker sees the invisible, feels the intangible, and achieves the impossible. Next, the man with confidence in himself gains the confidence of others. Next quote is, you will only go as far as you think you can go. Next, the biggest mistake of all is to avoid situations in which you might make a mistake. Next quote, a positive attitude is like a magnet for positive results. Next, our life is a reflection of our attitudes. Next quote, positive attitudes create a chain reaction of positive thoughts. Next quote, attitude, not aptitude, determines your altitude. Next quote is, no man fails if he does his best. Next, sooner or later, those who win are those who think they can. Next quote, a creative attitude is the fuel of progress and growth. Next, either I will find a way or I will make one. Next quote, be the change you want to see in this world. Next quote is, forgive others and you will be forgiven. Now let's talk about the personality in the social environment. A pleasing appearance coupled with communication skills and strict adherence to social values goes a long way in developing a strong social personality. The ability to fulfill responsibilities, complete duties, work with sincerity and integrity, enjoy economic independence, and also avoid being stingy add to the socially acceptable and successful personality of an individual. Other traits that add to the social accept of a person's personality are awareness and alertness, positive attitude, intelligence, smartness, self-confidence, dynamism, leadership qualities, willpower, self-discipline, and adherence to moral values. Now we are going to discuss about the personality at the workplace. At the workplace, a person should be very professional. There are many factors that affect a person's personality at the workplace. He should be sincere and trustworthy in order to be able to take on responsibilities. He should be aware of his surroundings, alert to senses and activities, and should also possess grasping power. He should realize the value of the time, possess good mental and physical health, and should be accountable for his work. He should always be ready to meet challenges. Only a friendly individual who believes in maintaining discipline can expect similar discipline from his team members and peers. He should believe in the company's goal and follow its policies, being in tune with changing times, being open to changing technology, and being interested in initiating new technological changes are the qualities of a progressive personality. Personality traits that are absolutely unacceptable at the workplace include false communication, selfishness, sadism, criticism, egoism, laziness, lethargy, irresponsible behavior, ignorance, and unhygienic appearance. Self development is possible by disciplining the self against temptations, by attaining a level of maturity that would help distinguish between good and bad, by developing the will to stand up against evil or injustice, by fulfilling duties and responsibilities and being accountable, by not letting emotions control actions, by being loving, caring, and grateful, by being a good listener, keeping to others' opinion in mind before taking a decision, by learning from mistakes, willingness to achieve goals, and help others by thinking out of the box, by creating and spreading a feeling of happiness around by helping those in need without expecting anything in return, by adopting a positive attitude, by picking up new skills, intelligence, and smartness, by efficiently managing time, by nurturing useful hobbies, and by mastering the art of getting work done. In order to develop a pleasing personality at work, one should have high moral values, in depth knowledge of the work, and the skills required to do the work efficiently.